Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and all the devious third options. I have got an idea. So, I keep seeing on Twitter that people are posting their tier list opinions, and it causes a lot of controversy. And it's very funny to see people get so worked up over personal opinions because, it's Twitter. You go there not for happiness, but for sorrow and malice. So, what can you expect? But that got me thinking, what if I did that myself? Controversy is funny. So that is what I thought to do, and if I can just switch it over here. Yeah. I can just get these ads out of the way, if I can. Actually, that'll work just fine. And let's just get some music going. There we go. Alright, so as I said in my community tab, I want to do the Pokemon games first because that's kind of what I'm seeing on Twitter. It's people posting their opinions on like which ones are good, which ones are bad, and other things like that. And figured I'd do it myself. And yep. Without further ado, let's get into it. Don't know what that hand motion was, so I figured I'd do something. Alright, so I did organize this, but I accidentally refreshed the page, so it's all just assorted, so alright, I'm just gonna put all the current games and I'm gonna rank down here. And also, just to clarify, unlike a lot of other tier lists that people do, I will be including these all as kind of one big game. I'm not gonna rank red higher than blue and vice versa and stuff like that. I think that's just a little silly due to how little the differences are. So, for the Game Boy games, I gotta be entirely honest with you. I like them. They're the originals. They're held together by spaghetti and hopes and dreams, but like, they're charming because they're the start, they're the beginning, they're where Pokemon started out. You know, you can't really say they're bad games whenever it's literally like Pokemon figuring out what they should be doing. So I think they do belong in C. I'm a bit indifferent to them. I don't love them, but I also don't feel any sort of hate towards them. By what I mean, they're the classics. People say Kanto's overrated, but it's got its reputation for a reason. It's the reason why we even have these games to begin with. So next up is Gold, Crystal, and where the heck is Silver? Oh, there it is. Oh, Silver, Crystal. So where I'm gonna be putting these, I'll be honest, the original Johto games, okay, I know I said I wouldn't rank the games differently, but I gotta be entirely honest, I'm different on Gold and Silver, but I do think Crystal is a good game. Mainly because, I have my reasons, the fact that that's the first game with animated sprites, and the fact that the fan game like Pokemon Prism is something I loved playing as a kid, or not as a kid, but like growing up, I was younger, played Pokemon Prism, and it heavily emulated the Crystal style, so the art style I absolutely love. Like for all the Game Boy games, not including Advance, but like Game Boy, then Game Boy Color, Crystal is by far the best looking one out of this entire group. And I think this isn't really a hot take. People love Crystal, and I do too, really. It's a good game, just by aesthetics alone. The perfect blend between classic and like a point where they're starting to improve. This isn't just Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow 2. It's literally like, this is the version of Johto to play, if you're gonna be doing it on these consoles. But next up is Fire Red, Leaf Green. Okay, no. Gen 3 games should have been first, but yeah. Let's just rank these first. So, Fire Red and Leaf Green. I do think these are good games. They're the first remakes of the series. They add cohesion with the Gen 3 games, you know, being able to trade, have new Pokemon. Heck, I'm even surprised they even have the Deoxys event in these games. That's pretty cool. So, they're good games. Not really much else to say. They're just good games. They're classics. Alright, now we do Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald. Where the heck is Ruby? Man, it's so hard to see. My goodness. Alright, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Now, out of all the regions that I absolutely love, I do really like the Hoenn games. But this is how I feel about this. I am indifferent for the original Ruby and Sapphire, but Emerald definitely does do some things right because it kind of merges all the evil teams into one thing. Like, hey, they're both trying to do their goals instead of like Maxie being better than Archie and vice versa. Like, I feel like it's a perfect middle ground. And again, fun, like not really a hot take, it's more of a cold take. Yeah, I would say great game for that one, actually. Okay, for Gen 4, got Diamond and Pearl and Platinum. Okay, there we go. Okay, so personally, these are staying here. Platinum, I would say, it's a good game. I would say that. I've never been much of a Gen 4 person, personally, but I can say for certain that looking at the differences between Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, I would play Platinum 5 times before I even play these once. Like, I'm sorry, as you could be the biggest Gen 4 fan in the world, but just see what these games are doing with the decks, with like literally everything the game does. Like, it's just weird. It's just beyond weird. Platinum just fixes so much stuff that it's almost hard to say these belong any higher than D. So, Heart Gold, Soul Silver. I know I just said those in reverse, but shut up. Okay, so Heart Gold and Soul Silver, I would say these are kind of, yeah, these are good games as well. I like them. Yeah, they're good remakes. I especially like what they did with the music. For multiple themes, especially the battle themes, they add an extra portion that... Oh, okay. They add an extra portion to it that kind of makes the OST feel a bit more full. Take advantage of the improved music hardware. So, yeah, they're good games. Now for Pokemon Black and Pokemon White. Pokemon Black 2, Pokemon White 2. What do I think about these games? Well, here's what I think about these games. That is what I think about them. Black and White's already really good games. So, just a bit of a side tangent. People are saying that, oh, they're worried if Ilka makes the Black and White remakes because, oh, it's just gonna be another BDSP situation. Well, oh, I just realized BDSP isn't on this list. Well, we'll figure that out later. So, what people were kind of saying is like, oh no, it's gonna be another BDSP situation. Well, here's the thing. It's the same reason why Diamond and Pearl are not as good as Platinum. Diamond and Pearl have so much that they could have done, but they just don't. They don't fix much. They don't do much. Platinum does all that. Like, if we got a BDSP style remake, but everything is kind of like Platinum, aside from the story, that would have just been good. That would have been great. Peak 10 out of 10 remake, but that's not what they did. But what differs from Gen 4 to Gen 5, even with Gen 3 and Gen 2 and Gen 1, is that all of these have third versions, theoretical peaks of the generation. Gen 5 does not have that. They have 2 games and then 2 sequel games. They all are complete games. Black and White does a lot right. It's a soft reboot of the series, forcing you to use only Unova Pokemon until the post-game, which I personally like. I know it was controversial when it was released. I like that, personally. So, yeah, Black and White have a lot going to them, but Black 2 and White 2, on top of just being great sequels, they just do so much more. On top of already doing a lot, they just do so much more. Like, seriously, how can you... You know what? No. Just for the PWT alone, it goes into among one of the best. So, yeah, I mean, I don't care who develops the next remakes. They can make it faithful for all I care, and it's just gonna be the same great games. So, that's my opinion on that. Alright, so X and Y. So, you know, tier lists cannot be tier lists without bias. I grew up. These are my first mainline games ever owned. And, funny story about that, whenever I was actually able to migrate from Pokemon Rangers Shadows of Almia to a new game, like an actual mainline game, this is at the point where it's like we were about a little less than a year into ORAS's release. And what happened is, I wanted to experience Mega Evolution. So I thought since these were Gen 3 remakes, I thought they did not Mega Evolution. So I ended up getting Pokemon Y. Which, I'll be honest, I do not regret that decision. Not because ORAS is bad, far from it. I love the remakes, but I just needed to experience X and Y. I needed to experience a non-remake for my first game. And this definitely did it. Like, it's like, okay, I gotta balance, like, objective facts with subjective. But X and Y are definitely good games. I know they're the peak definition of missed opportunity because of all the stuff that were cut, but they're good games. I loved getting into them. I reset and played through an entire playthrough in the span of, like, less than a day. Like, I loved these games. Yeah, I always have a soft spot in my heart. But I would not say they're any higher than B. Just, even including my bias. That's just where they land. But, speaking of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, these are great remakes. Now, I know you'll have people in the comments saying, oh, but Maogai, it didn't have any of the Battle Frontier stuff. It doesn't have any of that. Well, guess what? I don't care. I've never, even up to this day, I've never played any of the Frontiers. Never played the Battle Frontier in Hoenn, Sinnoh. I've never played the Battle Subway. I've never played the Battle Shots Lanes or the Battle Masons. I've never played the Battle Tree. I've never played the Battle Tower. Why would I care? You know, like, yeah, cool. That's the, I'm not into that sort of stuff. But what ORAS does right is, one, just flat out, just the way that they changed Gen 3 to mix with Gen 6 in terms of Mega Evolution is it's how a remake should be. Like the Black and White remake should kind of take into account the fact that Blueberry Academy is in Unova, so Unova should have terrestrialization. Like, that's the thing. That would be awesome. I would love that. Or something along those lines. I don't know. But the fact that we have the Delta episode, which takes into account Pokemon Emerald, which is what BDSP did not do. They do not take into account Pokemon Platinum. I mean, sure, you have the Raminus Park stuff, but, like, how can that hardly ever be accounted? You got new characters, new music, new stories. You got the Deoxys, for pity's sake, being a hard encounter. Like a hard-coded encounter that does not rely on a code or a limited distribution. That, honestly, is great. Honestly, you know what? No. Yeah, just for that alone, just for making Mythicals a bit more accessible, I would say they're among the best, personally. So next up are the Gen 7 games. Pokemon Sun, Pokemon Moon, Pokemon Ultra Sun, and Pokemon Ultra Moon. So, a thing about these games... Hold up, I just gotta go over here real quick. Oh, really? Do I not have them in here? Right there. Cool. So, something you should know is that I got both Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon, Pokemon Ultra Sun, and Pokemon Ultra Moon. Even as a kid, I got these. So, I got both of these. I played through Moon, my brother played through Sun. We played side by side throughout the entire game. It was such a good experience, and I loved it so much. This is the point in the series where I felt like it was really going up. After experiencing what X and Y and ORAS had to offer, seeing Sun and Moon, all of the new models, animation changes. I'm talking about the humans, by the way, but even for the Pokemon as well, just, I don't know, just so much changed visually and even gameplay-wise. It's contending to be one of my favorite generations just due to how my childhood treated them. But here's something funny. Whenever Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon did release, I decided to get this for my brother for Christmas. And this is what he got me for Christmas. Just by sheer coincidence, we got these. So we got to do the same thing, but with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. And honestly, I don't care what people say. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are by far one of the best Pokemon games. Oh, but Malachi, there's so much dialogue. Oh my goodness, I had to do so much reading. It's made me stop playing. You're weak. You're a weak-minded fool who cannot appreciate things for how they are. I will tell you to go read a book, but you'd put it down after the introduction because you think there are too many words. Like, seriously, get out of here. I think Sun and Moon on their own are great games. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, on the other hand, are amazing games. The Rockets, like the Rainbow Rockets post-game story is reason alone to put it up there. I know people can make very fair comparisons about how they handle Lusamine, but how I say it, or how I think about it, look at one story point versus what they did with the Ultra Recon Squad and Ultra Necrozma. You're gonna tell me that all of that is invalidated just because Lusamine is just a little less of a deadbeat mother? Like, yes, I know. There's a lot of emotional points in Sun and Moon. A lot of them. Great storytelling. I love Lusamine and Gladion and Lily's stories. Just as a whole family, the conflicts. It was really deep. It was great. I'm not saying that those complaints are invalid. Far from it. I do think they're valid. But I just think, in terms of the impact of the story, everything the Ultra Recon Squad had to offer just really elevated just everything as a game. It was awesome. I loved it. No free advertisements for you. If that makes sense. So, after this is Sword and Shield. So here's the thing. I don't think these are bad games. They have their fair share of issues that I will not deny. But I feel like a lot of them were blown out of the water. Mainly because of the wild areas. I feel like the wild areas just did so much to sully its image. Pokemon should not have rushed out the pseudo-open world experimentation because it just did not look good, but every other part of the game, the music, the characters, the isolated towns looking genuinely beautiful, I think Sword and Shield, yes, sure, they're easy, and they don't have a great story, but I mean, they're still good games. They're Pokemon games through and through. They just don't do anything spectacularly, if that makes sense, so... yeah, they just don't do anything spectacularly. So I think they fairly belong in good games. They're pretty much... I'm not indifferent to them. I still got feelings for them, but they're just not wowing me. They're not amazing. They don't do anything above and beyond. So, Legend Arceus... I'll tell you this is a great game. Starting off the Legend series, you can talk about graphics all you want, but I feel like just for how these deviated from everything we've known prior, especially with Sword and Shield, these were great games. I loved what Legend introduced to the series and where it's taking the series. Like, seriously, all we had to rely on once spin-offs started becoming kind of less of a thing due to live service spin-offs, just like, beforehand, we always had to rely on the mainline releases and then, like, remakes, but, like, all we can look forward to is a new generation or a new remake. But now, we can look forward to an experimentation title. You know, Legend of Arceus, there's Legends games. Like, this is awesome. I love this. I love where this is taking us. ZA being a thing thanks to this. I cannot thank Game Freak enough for even going down this path, because X and Y needed a redemption in some way. The fact that they didn't get a Pokemon Z, and they had to shoot all of that stuff in the leg just to go on to ORAS, and then they had to offload a lot of the Z content to Sun and Moon, with like Zygarde Z moves for Pete's sake. Like, seriously, in Alola, why would they be called Z moves? What's the whole purpose of Z? Why is Zygarde in Alola? You know, like, it's all because XY couldn't be finished. The Terra League did only rectified that point. So, Scarlet and Violet... So, call me crazy. Their issues were large. I agree. They had a lot of glitches. They were not visually impressive. That being said, character designs, the story, the music, everything being much better in the DLC, I would say these are great games. If they were just a bit better optimized and the open world didn't look so like single colored with a lot of the terrain, like one shade of brown and one shade of green is all that you can see with the mountains and valleys. If those things were just even slightly improved, these would definitely be among the best. But I do love the story. I love the main rival cast. I do love Arven, Nemona, and Penny and the characters with Juliana and Florian. I do love Carmine and Kieran, especially with how they were handled in Blueberry Academy. Blueberry Academy especially, gearing more towards like competitive teams, definitely it did a lot of heavy lifting for how I kept my opinion of the series. But yeah, if just the main obvious issues were just even a little bit fixed, they would be in S tier. So, yeah. I would say though BDSP would be alongside their original versions. They're literally just everything bad with it's like with Diamond and Pearl, with a couple added things. But they're not interesting games. I'm sorry. I know there are some Elite Four rematches that it's like make them use their like platinum teams. I know there's Ramadas Park, but I feel like Ramadas Park is just not interesting at all. So I think they would go down here. So yeah, I'll screenshot this. Do that. Yep. There you have it. Here you have it. Official material from the Malguy channel itself. Here's what I think about all of the Pokemon games. Actually, wait, no. I'm gonna redo something. Black and White are gonna go up a little bit. Yeah. That's how I want it. I realized since I bumped up Black 2 and White 2, Black and White are always going to be a tier below them. So, yeah, that only seems fair. That seems fair. Alrighty. Yep, I'm posting this to my twitter.com. Okay. Just need tier list based on my There you go. Okie dokie. So, how does bro have 358 subs and no viewers? Love the content so far. Thank you, Ruby. Yeah, I mean, I'm not active very often. I've just started getting back into making content since I'm on a constant mental drought when it comes to content, so I'm just kind of throwing anything at the wall at this point. So if that makes sense, I'm starting to make more videos, more reactions, more just random bits of content that I feel like I can just enjoy. So this is something. And yeah, if I can just webcam full page. Okay. Like I said on the community tab, I actually do want to do like a random assortment of tier lists, so I don't know, something I was thinking, just to kind of be funny. Imagine if I made a cheese tier list. What would happen if I just typed cheese? Ooh, chip brands. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, great. Good. Indifferent. Bad. Okay, how does this look? Yeah. That would be funny, yeah. Yeah, we'll just do a chip tier list. Just random tier list ideas, just to kind of keep the stream going. I'm thinking of going up until an hour, if that even is possible with this sort of content. But yeah, chips. What do we have? What in the ever-loving what? What? This is obviously some chip brand that I am not aware of, so I don't know. I'm putting this into indifferent. Oh, wait, that's why. These are all, like, foreign labels. Or not all of them, but some of them. Okay, so what the heck is the Buggles? Okay, indifferent. Indifferent / never heard. Different / unaware. Okay, so regular Cheetos, I see these are good. They make a bit too much of a mess to really be worth it. Puffs, yeah, they're good as well. Cheetos Flamin' Hot, I gotta say, are great. Like, they're not too spicy, but man, they just add flavor texture. Cheddar cheese Doritos? Oh yeah, they are. Oh yeah, I've tried these before. Yeah, they're good. Not outstanding, mind you. Cool Ranch, elite. I'm sorry, they just cannot be. It just cannot be contested. Cool Ranch is just kind of there. Dill Lays? I'd say they're good. I've eaten them before. I'm just not big on the dill flavor, but I don't dislike it. I can eat it. I'm assuming these are Funyuns. I'd say these are great. They go hard on a road trip, I'll be honest. Eating these when you're stopping at a gas station, oh, it just hits different. Like, that's just how it is. It's just, like, Funyuns just hit different. Okay, so it's regular, I think. Yeah, I think regular Lays. These are great. I eat it with a lot of things. Regular Lays go great with Sloppy Joes, just even on their own. One weird thing that I loved eating growing up, and I kind of still do from time to time now, is dipping the potato chips into barbecue sauce and just eating it like that. Like, I don't know, flavors are kind of plain enough that they do fit really well, but yeah, I do like that. Baked Lays. Ooh, elite. If you've ever had Baked Lays with a Subway sandwich, cannot tell you why, it's just the best way to have them. Like, I have them every time. Salt, what is this? Salt and vinegar? I think they're good. It hurts my mouth if I eat a bit too much of it, but it's good. Good for a few bites, but I would never have past one serving. Do not know what these are. Marami? Ooh, just because it's the only sticks here? I think this is good. I haven't had sticks very often, right? Maybe a good handful of times. I can count in one hand how many times I've had it throughout my life. This, do not know what that is. This looks like a cheddar chip. Do not know what that is. Do not know what that is. Okay. This is just elite. This is also elite. That's just the way it is, dude. I don't know what these Pringles flavors are. Never heard of them. Yeah, this tier list wasn't exactly too detailed, so hold up. I'm just gonna go. Oh, wrong one. There you go. Okay, I'm just gonna find something else here. Let's go by a specific type of chip. Let's go Pringles, actually. Oh. Oh, Lord have mercy. They have it. Oh my goodness. You know what? We're doing this. This is probably gonna kill my viewer retention, but I'm doing it. I am absolutely doing it. If I can even read a lot of these. No chip is ever bad. A wise man. Yeah, I mean, okay. If you know anything about me, I am not picky when it comes to food. Like, a thing has to be abhorrently bad for me to not like it. And really, the only things I don't care for are nuts and, for some reason, tea. Any sort of tea thing other than green tea and boba and nuts, like peanuts, almonds, pistachios, stuff like that. I've never been big on nuts. But, yep. Let's do this. Scorchin' cheddar. Ooh. You know, okay, first off, okay. Amazing. I feel like it's just easier to rank these things when I actually have a good, like, basis on, like, what these tiers mean. Good. Indifferent. Bad. Oh, whoops. Not bad, but won't eat often. Bad. And then this one. Okay, Scorchin' cheddar. I would say this is actually pretty good. Like, the flavor definitely, I don't know, it's kind of like artificial cheddar type flavor, but I do like the spice. Scorchin' barbecue. I'd say this is around the same. They're just kind of the chips, but a little bit spicier. Barbecue, I would say. It's like during some of my, like, jobs that take me, like, almost an hour out, where I'm just all alone working on a property, like ground maintenance, like mowing, weed eating, and all that stuff. Barbecue has become probably one of my favorite flavors. Like, I cannot tell you why. It's just addicting. It says ranch? Never tried. Okay. I'd say I've never tried ranch. I've never seen that around. Original Pringles is just good. Like, it's about as plain as you can get, but there's nothing wrong with it. Pizza, I'd say it's great. I've eaten both of these in the same context, but it's just pizza is just, I don't know. Barbecue just does it better. Cheddar cheese,
same tier as that. I've never been big on the cheddar cheese. Sour cream and onion, God's go-to snack. I'm sorry, this is just an objective fact about Pringles. This is just the Pringle flavor to have. Oh, whoops. There you go, I had to fix that. Yeah. Original lightly salted. Not bad, but I won't eat often. Oh, whoops, eat, not east. Wait. What is this? This is ranch. Still, I've never tried it. Wait, is this? Oh, it's scorching ranch. Yeah, same thing, never tried. Salt and vinegar, it's good. I don't reduce fat. Same thing as that. It's just kind of weight loss things, but health-related things. So it's great for people who can't eat straight sodium. So that's nice. I don't know what these are. Maybe they're like the smaller packets? I had a barbecue obsession at one point in time, and my only conversation starter was, "Do you like barbecue chips?" I am not joking. You know what? You know what? You know what you like. That's about the most admirable thing you can do. If you know what you like, run the full 5 miles with it. I'm sorry. If you have an obsession, that's fine. It's good. Like I'm with you there. Like barbecue chips, they're great. Like barbecue is just all around. Barbecue and barbecue and sour cream and onion are just two consistently good flavors are off the board. So you can hardly ever go wrong with these. So this same thing as that. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of repeats. You know what? How about this? Just to save us some time, I'm gonna go through here and just kind of get every barbecue, every original, just anything that I've kind of already ranked. These seem to be like the different types of packaging and portions, like the long tube versus the small one you used to bring to school in your lunches. Okay, yeah, sour cream and onion, go up in there. Sour cream and onion, go up in here. So many types of sour cream and onion. What is this list? Ranch, never tried. Sour cream and onion again. Oh, some of these are waves. Okay, some of these are just reusing pictures. What is with this list? Who made this list? It's just barbecue again. This spicy cheddar? So, it will just be right here. Scorching cheddar. Or scorching buffalo. Ooh. It's still good. It's still good. Yeah, buffalo. Not a big buffalo guy, but it's not a bad flavor. Cheddar and sour cream. Oh, that takes me back. Ooh, I'd say that's great. I haven't had it recently, but I remember liking that one. Like, yeah, cheddar is an artificial flavor, but like this kind of just gets rounded out with the sour cream. It's good. Hot honey. Never tried. I've never actually seen this. Philly Ooh. I've had this once. I've had this a single time. I would say it wasn't as bad as I was expecting. Like, I've noticed that with Pringles, anytime they try and emulate meat flavors, it doesn't exactly go well, but this, I never even felt disgust with this. I feel like there's really no point in having these down here.
I love how the S tier is entirely dominated by barbecue. Yeah, I mean that's a summary of my personal chip interests. This is more so just telling about which flavors I'd go to first. If they don't have this one, I just kind of work my way downward. I guess it's more telling about that. Oh my goodness, more This list is feeling bloated. What on earth? Well, this is what I get. But it's just the same picture. This is what I get when I don't review the lists before streaming. What's that? Don't know what this is. I can't read it. Hot honey again. Yeah, same thing here. Loaded something. I don't know. Harvest blends. Never even had any of the harvest blend ones. That. Well, hey, at least all these duplicates were getting through this much quicker than I was expecting. Scorching barbecue. I think this is also pretty good. Pringles original. I'm just gonna put that in the pile. It's original. Put that in the pile. Put that in the pile. What is this list? What? This is just mostly duplicates. This is more so emphasizing how much I like these flavors. This is not. The heck? Yeah, another lightly salted another ranch. What is this? Okay, this has to be dill. Is that? I don't even know. Scorchin' Ranch? I never tried it. Never tried it. What the heck? Ooh. Adobe, this one, I'd say it's good. It's good. I tried this. Wasn't even that spicy, and the flavor wasn't fantastic, but it wasn't anything that was repulsive. I could eat it, but actually no, not bad. But I won't eat it often. I'll just put it down there. That's why it's so chunky. Yeah. I thought. Yeah, I knew there were a lot of Pringles flavors, so whenever I saw this one had 121 pictures, I thought it would actually go through each of the Pringles flavors, but no, they're just playing off of semantics at this point. Like, seriously, they've doubled up on a couple of the flavors. Okay, so to be fair, this one is a single picture, but yeah. Suspicious 2, never tried. Same thing here. French fries and ketchup. Okay, I know I say that it's pretty hard to kind of not like things for me, because I'm really not picky. I kind of eat whatever you put in front of me. This is our first F tier. French fries and ketchup, it's just too weird of a flavor. It's weird. It just, I didn't know what to expect going into eating it, but like, I've only had it once. Because these things don't even pop up in my store often, so it's like, I'm usually out of state when I try these things. So it's like, they're kind of, yeah, I get one type of chip for the whole trip, but it's like, if it's not good, it's like, it kind of sticks with me. Cheddar and sour cream. Putting that there. Half of these pictures are just the zoomed out pictures. I can't even see them. Habanero. I would say this is good just because it's actually spicy, or the one I had. The one I had, actually spicy. Cheddar cheese. Here. Still finding duplicates. What are these? These can't all be dill. They have different little graphics. Again, Harvest Blend. Never tried them. Never even heard of them. Anything Minecraft related. Never even tried. Habanero. Same thing here. Philly cheesesteak. Right there. Pizza. There. This list is looking so stupid. Oh, this is stupid. This down there. More. Oh my god. They just put Harvest Blend like 3 times. What on earth? This is just getting to the point of parody. There's no way someone made this in good conscience. Like, there's no way they had genuine intentions when making this. There's no way. Like, they had to have done this for a bit or something. They had to have done this for a bit. There's no way this is a genuine tier list.
There's absolutely no way. Cheddar cheese. Cheddar cheese. Cheddar cheese. Scorching cheddar cheese. Buffalo. French fry. Salt and vinegar. Philly cheesesteak. Where the heck can I put this? I'm starting to lose track of where I'm putting these things. What the heck? What is this? What? I don't know. I don't know. Why does this one have a graphic of chips? I don't think I'm even gonna rank these ones. I just genuinely cannot see what the heck they're even all about. For the sake of this list looking at least as nice as I can get it, I'm gonna... come on. There you go. I'm gonna at least try and organize these. No more Harvest Blend, cool. More cheddar cheese, though. Cheddar cheese. Hot honey. Again, I don't know what this is. Lightly salted again.
Hi, I would like the plain Pringles, please. Alright, would you want the original or the lightly salted, reduced fat, or would you like the reduced fat? I guarantee you there's a difference. Why else would they put them separately on the tier list?
Okay. I like organizing these things, so I think I'm gonna take some time to do this, just to see how stupid it looks from top-down view. There you go. There you go. Scorching over here. Oh, this is so silly. What did I just do? Yeah, I don't even know what these are.
There are about 92 Pringles flavors, so either this person duplicated the images or they invented new flavors to choose your poison. How much money would you bet that the person who made this was under some sort of substance when making it? Like, they just kind of added all the original flavors, and like, well, they're like 5 flavors in, it's like, oh, I didn't add sour cream and onion. Oh, I didn't add barbecue. Oh, I didn't add sour cream and onion. Oh, I didn't add barbecue. It just kept going back and forth and back and forth. The more they went on, they just kept forgetting they added sour cream and onion.
Oh my goodness, this is stupid. Oh my goodness. Well, while I'm wrapping this up, do you have any tier list ideas? They can really be anything. It could be as silly as you want, random as you want. I'm just kind of doing whatever right now. I'm having a good time. Just seeing what's here. There you go.
Suppose the devil's lettuce was in their salad. Yeah, I mean, what else would lead a person to do this in, like, while trying to be genuine? Like, there's actually no way. And it's like, what is this? What is this? The magical green witch cauldron goop flavor of Pringles? Like, what is this? This cannot be dill flavor. That's not how dill looks. This probably is jalapeno, but I just cannot tell. Hot honey, I think. Barbecue. Here's the wavy stuff, but I can only go off of, like, the colors of the bottles. The tubes. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, being as genuine as I can. This is what I think about the Pringles flavors. Yeah, this was not how I intended it to go. I thought they had all the flavors. I know for a fact. I watched Moist Critical's tier list of these things when they went and tried all of the Pringles flavors. I know for certain that, yeah, there were like over 90 flavors, so there's no way this person had all of this. Recommend a good old hear me out tier list to make good content. If that is even gonna be a thing I do, I need to scout this out before I just blindly throw this onto my stream. Because I don't really have any hear me out content. Do I even want to search this? Do I even want to search this? I'm genuinely scared. Hear me out. Okay, yeah, for as weird as that Pringles tier list was, this is bordering a bit too weird. They're pretty tame from my experience. Yeah, well, everything would just be like, okay. It's like, I'm not worried about like NSFW content being on my stream. It's more so the fact that I just don't think like that. Like, honestly, any sort of hear me out would just be any objectively attractive woman from like some media. Like, seriously, from the Pokemon series, mine would be Malva from the Kalos Elite Four, because like she's one of my favorite designed Elite Four members. But like that's hardly even an interesting thing. It's like, oh yeah, cool, attractive woman is attractive. That's all I boil it down to. I'm literally just the plain Pringles brand of hear me out content. I'll just put everything into not interested, except for a couple attractive women being the attractive women, you know? Like, trust me, my hear me outs don't get so weird as to actually be interesting for content. Far from it. So we did Chips, we did Pokemon. I'd like to do something different. I don't want to just do Pokemon again. But I might... Just think about things that I actually know and can give opinions for. Because I know we can do some weird things, but... Like, for example, if I were to do a European country tier list, like, I've never been to Europe, so how would I know? You know what? Oops. Alphabet. No. Well, I was gonna do an alphabet tier list, but turns out... Oh, okay, there you go. You know what? We're just gonna be weird. As weird as we can get. Oh, this is a different language. Best. Great. Good. Yeah. Good. Okay. Hardly use. Okay, so first off, gotta go with the GOAT for the A. Gotta go. Yeah, can never go wrong with the letter A. So, for B, I'd say it's good. I don't use it very often, but when I do use it, it's impactful. See? Kinda same thing. Yeah, actually, first off, let's just go with all the vowels in GOAT tier. Y being a theoretical vowel, I'd say it's great. It ends a lot of impactful words. Like harmony, dysentery, Germany, all good words, stuff like that. So, okay, now S is definitely going into the GOAT because that's what my name starts with. You know what? There you go. All three letters of my name are going in GOAT tier. X, hardly ever use. And plus, I don't like Twitter. And yeah, I'm still shackled to that godforsaken website. V, hardly use. Z, I like the look of it, honestly. W is a great W. T, great, honestly. I would say. D, it's good. F, honestly, go just for the meme. Just press F to pay respects. Awesome usage of that letter. G, it's good. H. Okay. H. It's okay. I mean, it goes into words like Harvard, but I don't know. I don't use it as often as other ones. Kind of. Actually, no. It's paired with T, so. Yeah, it's used a lot, actually. Now that I think about it, yeah, TH is used in a lot of words, so. Yeah. Like author. And another word that I'm blanking on. J. It's okay. It's not that I never use it. I use it for quite a bit of words, but it's not very often. K, it's good. L, same thing. N, I'll say great. I like N. A great character for Pokemon as well. P. I mean, good for P, I guess. Q, okay. Q is kind of like one of those special letters that you don't really use very often, but it's like, once you do use it, it's to kind of add a bit of fanciness to the word. Like delinquent. Then R. That's good. Alright, that's my alphabet tier list. Feel free to disagree with me. I just like these letters, and yeah. Last one, we're moving up to an hour. So I'm just gonna do one more. You know what? Just because I've been playing it. It hasn't been updated. Yep, Marvel Rivals. Okay. S. Main. A. Occasionally play. Strictly a fill option. Never tried. Hit. There you go. Starting off with Adam Warlock. Actually, actually never tried them. Actually, no. Let's start with all the characters I've never tried. Okay, just to be clear, going down there. Okay, any of the DPS would never be a fill option. I'm sorry. That's just not how the rules work. Roots? I occasionally play them. Cloak and Dagger, strictly a fill option, honestly. I don't play their kit well. Never tried, honestly, a lot of the DPS characters. Occasionally play. I used to main her, but I'm not big on her healing. Occasionally play as well. Main. Occasionally play. Namor, I main him. Definitely do main him. Iron Man, I main him, but I'm finding less time to actually play him due to the metas. Main him, because he's the funny, again, man. Oh, because he is indeed armed and dangerous. I occasionally play Black Widow. Honestly, I like her just because she helps me with my sniper aim. She's not particularly good per se, but she can definitely make dents in the enemy line. For characters that I have played but don't play very often, it's pretty much just gonna be this tier. Never played. Magneto, I actually main him. Never played. Yes. Fill option for him. Never played. Actually, fill option. Never played, and another fill option. I mean, yeah. This is pretty accurate. Who I play, how often I play them even. No, I haven't really needed to play most of the DPS because that's just kind of what my friends play. I'm more of a... Okay, actually no, I do main a lot of DPS, generally. Or main, I play them occasionally, but I'm more of a support main. And a tank main, less of a damage main, so... Yeah. If we were to have Human Torch in the Thing, I would say I occasionally play the Thing, but I've never actually tried Human Torch. So, yeah, yep. That's my tier list stream. It's just kind of something to get content on my channel. Honestly, it's low energy content for me too, because it's just, I need to do something with my channel more than I've been doing the past few months, so, yeah. So I've been thinking, in terms of like content on my channel, I've been thinking of things I could do for another, like, another like 2 comedy games, 2 bad horror games, and stuff like that. Like, I've been thinking of games to play, but in the meantime of troubleshooting that, I've been thinking of playing some of my backlog of Steam games. I got Hollow Knight that I've only touched once, barely got out. I barely went into the first area and just kind of got bored since I didn't know where I was going, didn't know how to play. So I'm willing to give that another shot. I just bought One Shot and Dead Cells today, so I think that'd be pretty good content, just to kind of stream my first playthroughs of those games. So I know One Shot's heavily beloved by a lot of people, and I don't know a lot about the game. All I know is the general premise of putting the sun back. But yeah, Dead Cells is something I've been looking at for a while. I love the look of the game. I've just never really played it, never bought it. But yeah, I mean, if you guys are interested in that sort of content, while I'm thinking of other games to play for like actual edited content. I'd be down to play some indie games on my backlogs, single player content. I remember I did play Cult of the Lamb for a couple episodes, but I could get back into that actually. There's really no reason why I wouldn't play it. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this random stream. This wasn't anything serious. Just, again, get content on my channel, keep the place active, so I'll see you guys later. Hopefully next time we can decide on some indie games I can play next. I haven't played a lot of them. And I own quite a few of them, so yeah. Thanks to everyone who tuned in, was talking with me. Like only one person, Ruby. Thank you especially for talking. It was fun. It was fun chatting and getting to experience that weird Pringles tier list. But yeah, see y'all in the next time. See y'all in the next one. Peace.